All right, does everybody have champagne? Everyone has glasses? Great. Griffin?
Got his.
I'm not a public speaker, so please, I'm sorry I have to read this, but I wanted to get it right, so it's important for John and Jennifer that I do this right. So, thank you. Last night, I was trying to think of what to say during this time. Of course, there are all the traditional thoughts you have. I want to tell you that I love both of you, and we all love both of you, and that's just true for all time. I'm very proud of the great man of John, of his intelligent, beautiful, smart, strong woman Jennifer as he's bringing. I also want to thank everyone. I'm not going to name names because I'll leave somebody out. Everyone that put this on today, all the hard workers behind the scenes, and you know who you are. We could not be here doing this if it wasn't for you. So I want to thank everybody who contributed to this day in any way that you have contributed. So thank you very much. I also want to thank everyone who's here today, because time is our most precious commodity, and we all have a lot of commitments and a lot of things to do, and we could be a lot of places, and you chose to be here. And so I thank each and every one of you for taking the time to share the new life that John and Jennifer are creating starting at this moment today. Thank you for coming. We really appreciate you being here. Because you may have noticed that men and women are, well, they're different. And that to me seems to be the beauty and challenge in marriage. To use your differences to enhance and benefit each other, and to compromise on the many decisions you have to make as husband and wife. As I thought about John and Jennifer, I thought of their similarity in a small detail of their personalities that I think is important. And I'd like to share that with you today. Oh, you don't know what this is going to say.
No, that's right.
Kind of got mystery there.
Hi, Scott.
I joined the Army a long time ago now, and went away to basic training just after high school, so many years ago. At the time, John was 8, and I was 18. 18. And now we're both 29, so I don't know how that works. So I went to basic training, I graduated. That was the first time I'd been away from home, away from my family, and the first time that John and I had been separated. It was for 2 months, and they came down to South Carolina for the graduation ceremony. And they did the ceremony, we dispersed to our families, and you kind of see your family in the field there somewhere. And my memory is this little short blur running towards me that turned out to be John. And he jumped into my arms and gave me the biggest hug I'd ever had in my life. And I'm proud to say that that little boy with all that energy and spunk is still in the man standing right here before you. So I fast forward, and there'll be a connection, promise. I fast forward a lot of years to my first meeting with Jennifer. No. We met, I was a complete total stranger, and she gave me her big pretty smile that she has. And she came up to me, didn't jump in my arms, but she did give me a huge hug, and I was a total stranger at that point. She didn't know me from Adam, and she made me feel so welcome and so warm, and that just says something about who you are, and I knew from that moment on that I at least liked you. No, it says I liked you instantly, so that's what. And so I know that what you have in common, your love for each other, your open arms to the world and what it has to offer, your appreciation of friends and family, and your strength and determination to keep those you love close to you will sustain you through the ups and downs of life. My very brief and humble advice to both of you, keeping in mind I'm single, to be generous, and this is the only time you're going to listen to me since you have a beautiful woman with you now. I'm never going to be able to talk to you again. You're never going to hear me. So, my advice is to be generous with your compliments and praise of each other. And if you must complain or criticize the behavior and not the person, because the person is good. Also, if you want honesty, you be honest first. If you want trust, you be trustworthy. If you want affection, you be affectionate. And always remember that you chose each other because of your similarities. You saw the good in you reflected back in the other person, and you chose that person. And you continue to choose that person every day. I asked a coworker once, crotchety old guy, farmer, been around forever, been married for 50 years. That's not you, Dan. I asked him once, didn't expect much of an answer. I asked him about marriage. What, he's been married 50 years? How? And what he told me was, in his own way, looked me straight in the eye and said, every night after dinner, she does the dishes, she cleans the dishes, and he dries the dishes, and he puts away the dishes. And that's all he said. So take from that what you will. So I'm going to be a little bold and presumptuous here to speak for everyone present and say that I believe that I believe I can safely speak for everyone. As you protect and love each other and your marriage, you should know that we will be by your side whenever you need us, and we will help you, protect you, and love you always. Congratulations. All right.
This is the only one without a drink.
Yeah, let me get it. Cheers!
Cheers.
There you go.
Don't drink it all.
Trade me.
Is that why there's so many divorces?
Wow. I should have gone first.
Tough act to follow.